morning from Batleys Pond. So I've come down, I've got an hour or so before work, thought I'd have a little fish. Set up the float rod with the worm, same place I had it at the weekend, which was fantastic fishing. I put it in and I've got something moving already. There we go. See what this is. It's a big old worm, so I'm not getting too excited till it sails off. Definitely something playing with that. Let's have a go, see what's there. Nothing. So it's something just touching the worm at the bottom. Just a fish top right next to the float. What's that float bobbing under again? A lot of activity. Won't be able to see them with this camera, but oh, you can just make them out there. A lot of ephemera flying around. Well, just as I put the float, stopped looking at the float rod, got a little bite. I caught this lovely little carp. Now the feeder that I just caught that small carp on came back half full, which I actually want the maggots getting out quite quick. I want the food on the floor for the fish rapidly. So I might change the feed around on that one. Just had a bite in the feeder, a little knot. Fish on. There we go, lovely little carp on the feeder. Get this one. Finally managed one of my favourite fish, a crucian. Small one, 6 ounce maybe. Get it unhooked and get it back in the water. That floats down again. Not as proud as it was. It was just literally level with the water top, but I think we might be getting a bite at the same time. Yeah, I tightened that up and it went slack straight away. Nice to know I sometimes get it right. Lovely perch. Get that one back. About 3 ounce. That's gone slack. I think it's a line bite. Nope, it's a fish. Fish on. There we go. Another nice little carp. Finally had something on the float. Just had a little rod. Bit of worm that was left. And as I pop that float back in, I got a reasonable sized crucian, a bit bigger than the last one, 6 ounce, maybe 7. Float under again, and it's a little carp. And there we go, feeder, fish on. Oh, lovely crucian. Lovely crucian carp. Let's get this netted. There we go. Just cuts back in, tightened up, and there's a fish on there, I think. So could be the wind. We'll just see. Yeah, fish on. Oh, little carp. There we go, another small carp. Well, taking down the float rod. Really should be going now. It's going to be interesting if I get to work and I'm actually late. I don't think I will be, but pushing it. Just had a knock again. There we go. Fish on. So last fish of the session, time to go to work. Small carp. It's actually turned out a better session than I thought it was going to be. It was really dire, and then the wind swapped direction and picked up a lot. Get this one back. So this is the second of the morning sessions before work this week. It's a quick grabbed hour. Kind of set up as to what I'm doing. See what happens. So there we are, lobworm on top of some pellets next to the weed bed under a 5BB float, laid on by about a foot. Let's see if we get something. Right, so we've got our first bite on the lobworm. Nice bend in the rod. Not doing too much here. Not trying to push it too hard. That's a lovely fish. So try and get it in without causing too much mayhem. Doesn't want in. Oh yeah. It's a carp. And just look on in, yeah. Just sink the net there and get this one in its own time. No rush, get some air in its mouth, that usually helps. There we go, a nice common carp. We'll get that one back in. Not going to weigh it, probably 5 pounds tops. Nice fish for this water though, get it straight back in. There we are, back in the water, all recovered, ready to release. Let's get it go. There you go. And it's off. That was a nice start to the day. Nice carp. I mean, in my head I'm telling myself it's £15, but I think it was probably 5, 6. Happy with that. Onwards and upwards. It's a bite. Yep, there we go. Another little roach on the feeder. Just seen a little tweak on the feeder. Only got about 15 minutes left and then I'll have to go. Maybe 20. Push it as always. Proper session tomorrow, I'll be able to do 3 hours. It's not Robin, just come in the tree there. I'm not usually camera shy, you. There you are. There. Oh, definitely not camera shy, on my rod. And then up in that tree. I love Robin. Well, that bite on the feeder turned into a little carp. Get that one back. Whoa. What's going on here? Get this one in. Fish on. I'm just about to pack up. I just got a dip on the float. Now, I don't know if that's a fish swimming into the line, quite possibly, or something moving the worm, but remember the worm's laying on by about a foot, so something would have to pull it to dip the float. So I think it's more likely a line bite, but I'll just keep my eye on it. Well, it's been an enjoyable couple of mornings. No decent tench, which I was hoping for. Did get a crucian too. Had that nice carp. And a lot smaller carp. Roach, rudd, perch. I think I had a perch. Kind of lost that now. You'll know when you watch the video. But yes, enjoyed myself. 2 hours before work. 2.5 hours when you have it all together. Actually fishing. Simple gear, simple rigs, and decent results. carp. The last fish of the session, brown carp, brown goldfish, just to top it off. We'll get this one back in and we're off. Next video will be a decent length session. I hope you enjoy it.